Odunsi stunned the mathematics world when she won the Global Open Mathematics Tournament. That wouldn't be the first time she broke a record. In 2018, she set a record of answering 19 questions in just 60 seconds at the Cowbellpedia mathematics competition. In this episode, we celebrate Faith, who is currently a scholarship student at one of the best universities in technology. I'm Susan Ilian. Welcome to Amazing Africans.
Faith Odunsi, are you ready for your Cowbellpedia 60 Seconds of Fame?
Yes, please, Master.
I wish you all the best. Your Cowbellpedia 60 Seconds of Fame starts now. What is the
64.
Correct. Multiply 1/3 by
5/6.
Correct. What is or are the prime
2.
factors? Correct. The cost of price of a gas cylinder is 8,000.
24,000.
Correct. What is the 7?
28.
Correct. What is the sum of the prime numbers between 1 and 5?
10.
Correct.
This performance by Faith Odunsi continues to draw admiration from across the globe. Matter of fact, she answered 19 questions correctly out of the 20 attempted, all within 1 minute.
What is the square root of the product of 4 and 9?
6.
Correct. How many hours are there from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on the same day?
6.
Correct. Simplify -17 plus -8 plus -10.
-35.
Correct. How many prime numbers is
1.
Correct. Find the value of...
She set a record yet to be beaten in the Cowbell mathematics competition in its 26 years since it started.
Product of -4 and -6?
24.
Correct. Evaluate 25 minus -30.
55.
Correct. Wow. How many times did you practice for 60 Seconds of Fame?
I don't know.
Although she didn't win that edition of the contest, she successfully carved a name for herself on the global scene.
My name is Faith Odunsi from the Ambassadors College, Ota.
How are you doing, Faith?
I'm fine.
How long have you been using glasses?
Since I was in JS2.
JS2.
Yes,
Do you wish to throw them away sometimes?
sometimes.
So, how does it feel being a student right now?
Well, I'm a bit anxious, but I'm also excited.
And what excites you the most about being here?
I don't know.
Is it the money you're here for, or you just want to win?
Both.
Very good answer.
Interestingly, that mental combat was in 2018. What, however, further shed her radiance to the world was another competition she had with other bright young minds from across the globe. She slugged it out with candidates from the United Kingdom, Brazil, Philippines, India, Ghana, and Indonesia. Voila! She came out best. But it didn't come as a piece of cake. Hard work and sturdy preparation are the secrets she credits for her stellar spectacle. The Cowbell competition class is the crucible for Faith and her other colleagues preparing for mathematics and some other competitions.
We make them do external exam all the time. And that is the spirit of competition. And then the competition is used to grade you to grade the student into the various classes. So if everybody is in class Faith, which has 100% people, then you don't want to leave the place again. Whereas those in the lower portion want to come to that place. So it becomes competition. And with that competition in place, honestly, that's one of the things you could use to capture students. And in order to make it work also, you need resources. For example, in this school, we have 38 maths teachers. We have 32 English teachers.
The calculator first disregards the negative and took the square root of 0.5 before placing the negative beside it.
Faith Odunsi in Class Faith, which is the base for students with the highest academic grades. Going by her teacher's account, sheer hard work earned her whatever results she now enjoys.
Faith Odunsi has been a motivation to all students, especially those that have this fear of participating in competition. She has been a motivation. We've seen a lot of them want to enroll because they've seen it as an opportunity for them to actually utilize that God-given talent to explore. And so her achievement is actually a motivation to all our math students. She's been very friendly, she's been very helpful. In fact, sometimes the mathematics teachers in the department make use of her, especially in our peer-to-peer learning, where we have to pair her with other of her mates, and she has been very active.
Y is equals to half x plus e. So we have a value for a point on the line 2,3. So this is value for our x and this is value for our y. So we'll try to impute it here to get our c. So 3 is equals to half times 2 plus c. 3 is equals to 1 plus c. C is equals to 2. So the equation of our line will be y is equals to half x plus 2.
That willingness to help is one of the many virtues that endears her to friends and mates.
Faith is my friend because she teaches me further maths, actually, because I'm not really good at further maths. I'm good at maths, but she teaches me further maths. And sometimes when she's teaching me, she now bring out all those questions. All those questions there. I'll not be complaining because there are always so many, but I like her face that she's always dedicated. Like when she wants to teach somebody, like she always shares her knowledge. That's something about Faith.
Faith is a friend, a fellow prefect. She's a very obedient, caring, loving, and understanding person. She's very motivational. She picks me up in maths from different stages. Like I was not that good in maths before, but she's one of my coaches. She likes following the rules. She loves God. Like she sings in the chapel choir. She actually has a very good voice.
She doesn't stay aside as per, because I'm smart and everything. She doesn't stay aside to say, I want to read. She plays with us, like she plays like every normal child. When you see her, stay as per with her colleagues. She's very fun. She dances, even if she cannot dance. She dances, she does a lot of things. She teaches us. Like, if we don't know anything, we can go and meet her and she teaches us and everything. And she's also always ready to learn.
While they share in her joy, they see it as a launch board for greater things to come.
The Faith one out of everybody, because they have people from Indonesia, people from like plenty countries, like were part of the competition, and then she won. I wasn't surprised because I know she could do it, but then I was shocked. But I wasn't surprised. I don't know how to explain it. I was extremely. I'm still extremely happy for her. I'm very, very, very proud of her for doing it. I'm very happy.
It's really an honor, actually, to know her as a very close person. She's more than a friend to me. Very close, and it's very nice to see her doing such a wonderful thing at the global stage, and it just shows us that we are around her, us that we can see her every day, that no matter who you are, no matter where you think you are, that you can always be better, and there's no limitation because the global stage can be your stage.
It's not all of books for Faith, who enjoys happy moments with her friends. She underscores the place of friends in her journey.
Friendship is one of the things I consider as being my friend because if any of my friends are watching it, don't let your head swell. But all my friends have been amazing people, either challenging me in one way or the other. Either maybe academically, spiritually, just making me better overall. Like they've just been amazing. So yes, my friends are the ones that are one of the people that push me to be who I am and push me to be one of the best.
The process of appearance for competitions in Faith's former school may be another factor responsible for her feat.
They know they have to be friends, they know they have to help each other, they know nobody can win everything alone. In fact, when you are practicing for your competition, other people have to come to class to compete with you and to see whether they will beat you. Sometimes some of them will even beat you in the process, but you have been choosing as you want to go. So they all have to work together to make things work.
Beside the Cobwell competition, the proprietor of Faith's school has the list of some of her exploits in national and international competitions.
She participated in Cowbell Mathematics competition 2018. And even though she didn't win that competition, but she set a record of answering the most questions within 1 minute. She answered 19 questions. So, and from then she did Olympiad. She went for Olympiad Mathematics and she qualified and she became the queen of Olympiad for Africa. She went for South African Mathematics competition. She also got a medal.
All that was in 2021. Fast forward to 2024 and find Faith at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, where she's studying electrical engineering and computer science. Her choice of Massachusetts Institute of Technology meant she turned down admissions to 11 U.S. and Canadian universities. But before she gained admission to MIT, Covenant University in Nigeria had offered her admission to study computer engineering. She was there for a full semester and had obtained a cumulative grade point aggregate of 5 out of a possible 5. Faith is on scholarship by Massachusetts Institute of Technology with support from other quarters.
I happen to be in one chat group, which I would say is quite elitist, with the caliber of people in that chat group. And they threw this in 2019. And I saw how she was answering questions, and I was taken aback, And I said, this girl should not waste. So I even sent the chat group, does anybody know the parents? And what got me really fascinated was that she was a student in one school in Otta, not in VI, not in the KGRA, Ambassador School. And when I pried further, I was told that this school is a strictly academic school and that they churn out very competent and highly skilled students, highly intelligent students. So I said, so I spoke with the chairman of the foundation. Let's see how we can help. She actually got scholarship to MIT, and we decided to provide part of her counterpart funding. MIT is on scholarship because she's a gift. Faith is a gift to this country. That's just what I can say. She's extremely, extremely intelligent.
Dr. Afolabi Odunsi is clearly a busy man. He has patients to attend to at his private hospital in Ota in Ogun State, where he lives with his family. The hospital is named after his first daughter, Faith, who is rather called Shewa at home. His busyness regardless, family time is not one Dr. Odunsi jokes with.
In the existing windows of September, October, and November.
Faith describes him as her mentor in every sense of the word. For fun, she reads novels, plays with friends, and watches movies. Faith's siblings are happy for her.
When she was preparing for the exam, she was very dedicated, very focused, she was committed, and I knew she would do very well in the competition. My style is calm, intelligent, and she is very kind.
Faith already has a mentee in her younger sister who shares in her joy.
She's smart, she teaches me math, and she helps me a lot, and I'm really proud of her.
Although young, Faith's medal table is swelling. In 2022, she won the award for commitment to science, innovation, and technology by the Economic Community of West African States, an African Forum on Research and Innovation. Same year, she won the Distinguished Young Woman Award by the Nigeria's Ministry of Women Affairs and the Bank of Industry on the occasion of the International Women's Day. In 2021, Faith was recognized by the Nobel laureate professor Wole Soyinka, and in the same year won the Early Achievers Award by the Office of the Speaker of the Nigerian House of Representatives. Still in 2021, she was awarded by the Children of Africa Leadership and Values Development Initiative 2021.
I received the news with so much joy. I was elated. It was through a phone call. The chairman's wife called me. And the truth is, I never saw it coming. So it was with so much joy, so much excitement. I was happy. The first few minutes, I didn't really know what to do. I called my husband to start making calls. I was happy. I was very, very happy.
I had always known that one day, Faith was going to make us proud. I had seen those qualities in her, but I wasn't expecting that it was going to come through this avenue. She had attended plenty of competitions in the past, so I really wasn't expecting that glory was going to come from this particular competition. So it was shocking that, oh, she's won this one. We were elated. I was happy. It was unexpected, and she really did very well. We were joyful.
God bless your mother. Amen. We shall grow to be great in this nation.
Amen. There's a history to Faith's display of scholarship, which dates back to when she was a toddler. That is according to her parents' records.
Faith came as a normal child, nothing exceptional, except that it was our first child that was coming. We were going to be parents for the first time, and we were quite expectant. We were very prayerful about it, and our delivery was uneventful, and we were very happy about it. And she grew up as a normal child, except that she was very calculative, very inquisitive, and she was very studious, hardworking. You will notice those traits in her as she grew up.
As a toddler, I noticed she's quite inquisitive. She's such that she wants to know everything around her. She asks questions, a whole lot of questions. Initially, you ask too many questions, I shout her down, but after a while, I started taking some of the things to heart, and I was a bit patient with her. Started showing traits of being an exceptional child, quite intelligent, and she's not a two-talking type. So just once in a while she talks, and you be like, so where did that come from? So what were you thinking?
There's another account from her school.
In one of our weekend drills, we discovered the unique way in which she attends to problems. So that drew our attention. If at some point we have to separate her from the class just to give her much more than the curriculum requires, because we discovered she was going at a very faster rate.
Dr. Odunsi gives an insight into his strategy in raising Faith to become who she is.
I would urge all parents to always entrust the care of their children to God. He is the one that gives wisdom. But much additionally, and that's where I would credit my wife, she is a disciplinarian when it comes to the children at home. I'm the pampering type. We need to discipline our children, ensure that they read when they should read and play when they should play. And we should give them all the support they need. Every child needs, and every child deserves a conducive atmosphere at home. to thrive, to bring out the best in them. And God has helped us to provide such for our daughter. There are many children out there that they are not living out their full potentials because the environment that they need to thrive is not there.
Faith is not all about books and academics. She has a social dimension to her, too.
2 points.
Muy.
Although the competition is long gone, but the experience still feels green on Faith.
At first, our school picked, we had some tests to pick the people that will write the constitution for the school. So we read the first stage. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, the first stage was over, it was virtual. So in the first stage, I got 66%. Then they showed the list of people that are qualified. They showed like the sense if you qualified or not to your mail. So I qualified, and for the next stage, I also got 66%. It was like the same format. Then after that stage was the quarterfinals. It was held on Microsoft Teams. So it was like you have to type in your answer. So the first correct answer wins the point for that question. So my first stage, my quarterfinals, I was up against somebody from Ghana, but I think he was missing, so I had to go to somebody else. So I went against Adrija Panda from, I think, Indonesia. Then at first we had a tie, I was on 10 points, she was on 10 points. So we had to do a tiebreaker, I nailed all that round. So it was first answer is the person that qualifies. So it was a very crucial question, a very crucial point. So when the question came up, I solved it. Then I was just scared to put it in because if you are wrong, you can't correct yourself again. And it means that if you are wrong, she will most likely qualify. So it's a do or die situation. So I just had to check Faith, you must be correct, Faith, you must be correct. So I think I cross-checked it twice before sending in my answer. And when they announced that my answer was correct, I was so happy. Then we went up for the finals against, I think I was against Nicholas Lee from Philippines. Yeah, Nicholas Lee from Philippines, where he had 10 points and I had 40 points.
Now Faith has become a source of pride to her family, both nuclear and extended, as well as her community, her country, and continent. Major General Samson Odunsi is the family head of the Odunsi from the Ijebu-Mushin area of Ogun State, southwest Nigeria.
Great light, stars of stars among stars. She's our pride, both in Odunsi family, in Ogunde Sulaja family, in Odukujegi community, in Ijebu-Mushin, in Ogun State, I believe also in Nigeria and the world. Through Shewa, the Odunsi family has got to be known. It's now known. There's no way you are going to call that name, except you are not calling it completely Faith Adeshewa Odunsi, that Odunsi's name will not feature prominently anywhere in the world. So we see her as a beacon, as a star, as a pride, to all of us. We go about with our shoulders high on the achievements she made and the name, the glory she has brought, God has used her to bring to the family and the community at large.
The Mathematics Olympiad shares some secrets behind the winning.
When I was preparing for the Cowbellpedia competition, my school was preparing us by having many mock Cowbellpedia runs, for example. And that one was basically practice. I honestly don't even remember going that fast in the practice, but I guess maybe the pressure in the real scenario made me go faster. And then for some other competitions, it's really okay, apart from maybe practicing, trying to understand deeply what type of strategy they used, because the Cowbellpedia was more like fast paced. So I needed to understand, like try to go faster. And that one was by practice. And I've done some more competitions that are like, oh, you have a lot of time. But like it's not really about your speed, it's about the content of that. So for different scenarios, I try to understand what I'm trying to do and I try to plan my day around that. So when I was preparing for the Cowbellpedia competition, for example, apart from the practices we had with the school, I also had practices with like my friends in my hostel, and we're like 6 of us. No, we're many from my school, so we could practice with each other if our friends are busy, for example. If I'm practicing for a midterm for a topic that is not math, I try to first read everything like over and revise everything and try to understand everything before doing past questions, for example. And I will not say like the strategy of maybe waking up early or sleeping late works, because at different points in my life I have either preferred, like I have woken up early for some classes, I have slept late for some classes, sometimes I've done none of them. I just try to understand, oh, this is where I'm at with this subject.
Her laughter is deep, her smile soft, just in confirmation of her parents' record of her being social. Her fan base continues to grow. She's aware of that and sends her best regards.
I'm really grateful for the opportunity to be, I guess, a role model across Africa, and for the people celebrating me across Africa. It really makes me, I guess, proud of myself and happy that, wow, I get to be an inspiration and these people are celebrating me. And my message would be thank you for celebrating me and for celebrating African excellence as a whole.
Faith has been a philomath since her days as a toddler. She's in her second year in university and has a list of some of the continental challenges she hopes to address in a matter of years.
I hope to, I guess, sometime in the nearest future, or like maybe not the nearest future, but as soon as possible, be able to have like maybe some startup or some company or something in some way that makes an impact on not just Nigerians, but I would say Africans as a whole. The particular aspect I'm not so sure of yet, but something that has probably also impacted me because I'm passionate about making it like the problems that I faced or anything that I faced, making it not be a problem for other people, or trying to help people that have faced similar things. Anytime I see a problem, what comes to my mind first is, oh, you should find a way to solve this. Or anytime I hear of something, I'm like, wow, you can do this. Like you can solve this. So I'm not sure what in particular I would go for like first, or what in particular I would go for at all. For example, during the during the AFCON, when we lost the finals and Ghanaians were using their NEPA lights to banter us, I was like, really, this is something I can solve. Like I should be able to, like, it's cake work. So so I would like, I'm obviously, hopefully by 10 years that should be solved, or by the time I'm graduated after also school. But if not, for example, that could be one of the things. It could also be floodings, for example. I could solve floodings, even though that's not exactly what I'm studying for. It's just like something that I think of as a problem that should not just be left.
Faith is in her second year in university, but her vision is far ahead of her into the future. Her charge to other African children like herself is to dare to stand out, either at home or in the diaspora. One demonstration of a resilient spirit. If you enjoyed watching the show, let us know. Also, you can make suggestions of some other Africans from the continent who you feel have been doing amazing things. I'm Susan Ilian. See you next time!